Hey, what's up? It's Jay Whitaker. Welcome to episode 11 of the Incredibly Vocal Minority Podcast. Today's episode is entitled 15 Minutes Each Butt Cheek. Yeah, that's right. 15 minutes each butt cheek. I guess you have to listen to figure that one out. Catch me December 21st, Green Pig. I'll be doing a charity show there. And then December 23rd, I'll be doing headlining Wise Guys Downtown. Also, if you need me to do your holiday party, I got you, fam. Contact me. Let's start the damn show. Hey, what's up, everybody? You chilling and shit? What's up? It's Jay Whitaker. This is the Incredibly Vocal Minority Podcast. This episode's for November 26th of 2017. We're still here. This is our 11th episode. And I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm normally not a holidays guy, but you get me in the right mood and I turn into like the happiest person in the world. You know, showing up to Smith's in a bathrobe, buying Doritos and a shitload of candy. So yeah, I'm completely hungover for the record. Oh my goodness. Thanksgiving Eve is like my favorite night to just go out drinking at a bar because you get the purest of people. The purest, you know? The purest of people go out for drinking. Like, I'm a comic. I'm a writer. My job is to write, observe, and report. So when I go to bars, I usually see these guys, and they're just like, back in my day, things were different. And, you know, I done fucked up my life about 25 times. Let me tell you a story about this one time when I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I done fucked up my life, and now I got like, you know, it's just the best. You get the best stories, and these people they're getting hammered and trashed because they can't necessarily tolerate their families the next day, so they're just kind of pre-gaming for the bullshit. I love it. I hope that you were, if you're listening, I hope that you did have a great Thanksgiving, and I hope that you were actually one of those people that made it mildly uncomfortable at Thanksgiving. You know, bringing up politics, or you're just the different one in the family, or the different one of your friends, or you know maybe you came out, or maybe you proposed, but I hope you did something with Thanksgiving and made sure it was just fun for you and uncomfortable for everyone. That should be the motto of this podcast: fun for me, uncomfortable for everyone. I like it, you know. But in all seriousness, totally wish you guys happy Thanksgiving. And you guys ready to hear Christmas music all the fucking time now? I went to Walgreens. Yeah, because fuck CVS. Yeah. But I went to Walgreens and walked in there, and you hear, walking around the Christmas tree, have happy home. If I'm in a Walgreens, I ain't rocking around no Christmas tree. I'm here to pick up anti-diarrhea medicine, okay? So just stop, all right? There's no need. Rocking around Christmas tree. Yeah, it's just like I'm not there for that, okay? So just cut the shit. I missed out on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That's me personally. I just don't do that shit because, like, I just can't stand the crowds. And you know, the reality of it is I'll just order the shit online, or I'll just buy it at the last minute, like I always do. I usually get the Christmas spirit super, super late. When I'm talking like this is how soon, like, or excuse me, when I get the Christmas spirit, it's usually like December 27th. When everything's like on sale. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Christmas ain't that bad. And then I just let that shit roll over into Kwanzaa. It's dope. It's actually a great way to do it. You know, All right. First off, I'm going to get into the nah of the week very early on this show. Earlier than we normally
What
do.
if? Nah. How about? Nah. Hey, just hear me out now, fellas. Nah. It's a nah of the week. Nah. It's a nah of the week. Nah.
The nah of the week is Thanksgiving related. There's a comedian named Kevin P. Very funny guy. He put out a video on his page, and I'll share it to the podcast, his Facebook, where they take because there's certain dishes that are staples. You know, every we all know that the turkey is the headliner, but it's about the stuffing, you know, the cranberry sauce, many different dishes that are, you know, whether you do green beans and casserole, you do collard greens, cornbread, ham hocks, black-eyed peas, whatever. But there's one dish in particular that is not to be touched: mac and cheese. Macaroni and motherfucking cheese. Notice it's called macaroni and cheese. That's it. There's this video circulating around on the Food Network. My man, he's commenting on it. They put like vegetables and all this other unnecessary. Put Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. To quote him, that's disrespecting the Mac. Brother, fam, like why would you put Brussels sprouts, celery, and some other garden shit in a recipe? It's called mac and cheese, not mac, disrespect, and sorrow and cheese. Like, oh my God. People so worried about disrespecting the flag, now they want to disrespect my mac and cheese. Triggered. I watched this video. If you've ever had a mac and cheese, like, and I'm not, all right, first of all, before y'all start at me, because this shit always happens. Every time I give my opinion on something, everybody's like, well, I think, you know, I didn't mind Coldplay's second album. No, shut up. This is about the Mac. Because it's about, you have to char that bitch. Like, you have to take the Mac and then you char it with the cheese, and you get that little corner piece on the top, you know, with the corningware. But brother, fam, like, why would you put Brussels sprouts and fucking celery and carrot? It's not rabbit stew. It's fucking macaroni and cheese. Show some respect for your Mac. I take a knee for this. Not doing it. All right, I did have the chance to try this. Here's an update. I did have a chance to try this lovely New England dish. Apple pie. If you guys listen to the last episode, I went on a huge rant about apple pie without the cheese is like a kiss without the squeeze. Ridiculously adorable, okay? That's an adorable quote. It's like probably by like your Aunt Nora or something. You know, she's like, well, an apple pie without the cheese is like a kiss without the squeeze. Pass the cranberry sauce, dear. I tried it. It's delicious, honestly. And I had mild cheddar cheese, not like the sharp cheddar cheese that everyone was telling me. But I tried it just with regular ass cheddar cheese. This shit was nice. I'm not mad at it. Granted, I'm lactose intolerant. Spent a lot of my hefty amount of time on a goddamn toilet, which prompted me to go to Walgreens, because sometimes you got to go in there. I'm oversharing. And that's what I do on the show. I overshare with you guys, and you guys just got to be okay with it. But yeah, that's the nah of the week. The ultra nah of the week is disrespecting the Mac. You do not disrespect the Mac. You put the macaroni in that motherfucker. You put the cheese in that motherfucker. You put some butter, a little bit of paprika, and some Lowry seasoning salt. That right there makes for a good thing. I give Thanksgiving for that burnt. I give thanks for that corner piece, that little burnt charred corner piece that your Aunt Nora, she was like, that's the one right there. She cut that shit specifically for you because she your favorite nephew. I don't have an Aunt Nora, but that's what I imagine she would sound like. A kiss without the squeezes, whatever. I don't know. I'll have to give an honorable mention for the snob of the week. Yeah. I had an awkward moment. I was hanging out, getting my karaoke on, and I'm in line, getting ready to talk to the KJ. And then out of nowhere, I feel a smack on my ass. Now, because I live a pretty cool life, I was thinking it was a lady that I was very attracted to, or I'm very attracted to. But it turns out it was a lady that I did not know at all. At all. First time I ever seen this person in my life. The lady comes up behind me, smacks my ass, and she's so drunk that she thinks that the karaoke DJ is like a DJ, that they're gonna play some like requests, and I forget what song she requested, but I said, well, if you want to request that, you have to go talk to her. And I said, also, you don't need to grab my ass. You can just simply say, excuse me, or tap me on the shoulder. She's like, and then she immediately denied it. And, and said, I didn't grab your ass. I'm like, but you did. And later that night, I found out one of my friends that was there saw this shit go down. And I get it. It's just a simple ass grab. But in light of everything that's going on in America today, everybody just grabbing everybody's privates. I just want everybody to be respectful, And granted, I'm a guy, I have a penis, and I don't want to. I just feel that double standard should be implemented, because it's just like, what? I get that, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful towards you. And I just simply checked her on it. She got really fucking mad. It was actually kind of fucking funny to watch, because she got really mad, like real mad. So I don't know. Let's just try to be better people and not, just grab asses. So how about this? New Year's resolution. Don't disrespect the Mac and don't grab the back. Okay? Let's do the fucking word and the bird of the week. Here we go.
Oh, y'all better get ready for the word and the bird of the week. Motherfuckers.
Okay. Today's word, let's look it up. Let's look this shit up. For the record, just so everyone knows, I am thoroughly drinking on this show, and I'm a couple of glasses of wine and a Moscow Mule in. So today's word is illustrious. We've all heard this word before. Illustrious. It's an adjective. The definition, notably or brilliantly outstanding because of dignity or achievements or actions. Okay. All right. So it just means it's pretty fucking dope. Here's an example. Let's use this damn word in a sentence. During the ceremony, the illustrious star of stage and screen was presented with a Lifetime Achievement Award. All right, that's a basic example. Here's my example. Although my ass is illustrious, that don't mean you get to touch it with your Lifetime Achievement Award. Okay? My illustrious ass could win a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'd like to thank, for the record, for those who have never seen my ass or never felt my ass, I'll describe it to you. It is plump. It is full of life. I take 15 minutes each morning to rub lotion on each cheek. 15 minutes on each Buttcheek. I use like a little cocoa butter with a little coconut oil, a little bit of olive oil just for taste, you know. And you know, I like to put some paprika in there, you know, just to make it a little ethnic. And I love that I think paprika is ethnic. But yeah, I take 15 minutes each cheek. That's why I'm late for everything. You know, it's not traffic. It's no. Some people say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was 5 minutes late." Traffic or car trouble. Me, ass cheeks. Straight up. So yeah, that's the shit. Now, okay. So you hear that shit? Oh shit. Yo, we going on a nature walk, motherfuckers. Oh shit. Listen to that in the clear. In the distance. Yo, you see it? I seen it. Bruh. That is the yellow-breasted chat. Excuse me, fam? Brother, fam, did you say it's a chat? Yes, it's called a yellow-breasted chat. Like AIM chat, like age, sex, location chat. You know, like, hey, we need to have a serious chat. Yeah, that's a yellow-breasted chat over there. All right, well, what's the deal with what's the deal? Man, there's 14 million of these right here. 14 millions. They breed in dense, like shrubby habitats. They found in like similar habitat during migration in like wintering grounds. You can find them all over the United States. They all over the shit. They got yellow titties and they like to chat. As you heard by their mating calls and all that stuff. You know, they make a lot of weird, strange sounds, a lot of little cat calls and whistles. So, you know, when people's looking at my illustrious ass, that's usually the cat calls that I hear. You know? And so it's you can find them out through most of the eastern parts of the United States, and in winters they come from Mexico and through Central America. They like different types of insects: ants, bees, wasps, grasshoppers, Brussels sprouts, mac and cheese, beetles, and they like to, you know, they get, instead of grabbing it with their beak, they just grab the shit with their feet. You know? They try to feed on fruit, you know, like they like blackberries and strawberries and grapes. That shit's good. You make jungle juice with that shit. You know? Like, put it this way. Like yellow-breasted chats, like if they would be all about Jamba Juice. They'd walk into a Jamba Juice and be like, yo, let me get some grasshoppers, some ants, mash that shit up into a nice protein for me, you know, and then let me get that blackberry, strawberry, and grape mix. Also, if you want to throw some Brussels sprouts in there and some celery. So, yeah, they do some weird shit. They do some weird shit. Excuse me. They do some weird shit. When they establish a territory in the spring, the male yellow-breasted chat becomes more conspicuous than usual. First, he vocalizes from an exposed perch, often high in a tree. Then he launches into an eye-catching display flight, continuing to sing while bouncing through the air with slow, deep wing beats, head raised and legs dangling, looking like he's an oversized bumblebee. But basically, this is how he attracts mates. So, basically, the yellow-breasted chat, just imagine some douche just driving around in like a Corvette, you know, with the top down, playing some stupid song. So I put my hands up to playing my song, butterfly go away. And they're just like chilling. And then he's just like, yeah, that's it. But that's how they make, they get into their groove and they just go for a big ass flight, and then, you know, all the ladies, they just flock like that. But like so many other bird species, the yellow-breasted chats, they're threatened by habitat loss, and that happens way too often. So how you can help with that is there's ABC's Home is Where the Habitat campaign. There's been about roughly $500,000 to launch this campaign, but they're trying to boost it for 1 million. So check out the Home is Where the Habitat campaign. Just Google it, donate to it, and then you can see more yellow titty chats flying around your city singing Miley Cyrus. Okay, that's a terrible way to like help save birds. But bottom line, yellow-breasted chats, their habitat loss is super. It's probably one of the biggest reasons that we don't have a lot of birds are endangered. So do what you can, help what you can. Bingo. That's your word and bird of the week. The illustrious yellow-breasted chat. Man, so I want to talk about Defenders for a minute. Yeah, I still haven't watched Netflix's Punisher, but I finally binged watched Marvel's Defenders in an entire night. All 8 episodes, which should have been 4. Because holy shit, they drew this out so much. I get it. Daredevil and Elektra, they got a love story. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, they have a budding love story in the process. Iron Fist. I gotta watch this little boy who know karate become a man. I get it. It was dope. I mean, like there were still parts that I enjoyed about it, but it was just drawn out way too long. I really love Sigourney Weaver's character. I know I'm like late to the party on Defenders, but it's still worth checking out. The good news is it's 8 episodes. So it is a quick watch. You can binge this and not feel guilty. The bad part is it's 8 episodes when this should have been 4 to 5. So that's just my only review on it. I still enjoyed it. I'm excited to watch The Punisher leading up into this. So just check it out if you haven't. Get into it because you need it to watch the other shits. You know, you ever just get tired of watching TV? You know, I feel like I talk about this shit on every single episode. How tired I am of watching TV. Marvel's Runaways. Still, I checked out the first episode. Loved it. Check that out. Marvel's Gifted. Still, so this X-Men universe that Marvel's doing on FX, they are just killing it right now. They're really, it's like I almost feel like there was murmurs about how Fox and Marvel were trying to reunite the franchise, and if I'm Fox, hold on to that shit because social justice has now become a major platform, and this whole thing with the mutants, the New Mutants, X-Men, the Gifted, Legion, the Marvel Runaways, anything mutant related is immediately applicable to what's going on in 2017 and as we head into 2018. Everyone's human rights and civil rights are at the forefront. You know, how many people do we know that they feel discriminated against? You know, women's rights are very important right now. Minorities, everybody's rights are just kind of under mass scrutiny. And so for us, this is kind of like a weird cathartic release to watch it on screen, to see all these people that are different, that have been marginalized, scrutinized for the way that their particular lifestyle is, or just because, and people hate them just for existing. That's why these shows are killing it right now. It's because they're different, but they're also relatable, even though I can't, you know, shoot fire out my hands or my dick or whatever, or, you know, just bottom line, these shows, they need to keep happening. So keep supporting these and it'll help woke you. And if you're not woke, you need to get woke. I'm woke, but I ain't woke-ish. You know, I know some people that's woke-ish. You know, you watched the 13th on Netflix. You know, which, by the way, watch the 13th on Netflix. You watched Dear White People on Netflix, but you didn't necessarily finish, which, by the way, watch Dear White People on Netflix. Excellent recommendation. So yeah, that's what I enjoy on the TV end. As far as video gaming world, I hear all the complaints about Star Wars Battlefront. Guess what? I don't really fucks with the whole pay for play, you know, with the add-ons. If I had an infinite budget, yes, I'd probably be into Star Wars Battlefront, but Star Wars Battlefront 2. But for me, I'm just not feeling it. Cool, good for them. There's a lot of cool things you can do, but I just don't feel like blowing my money on that. What I do, and I think that's why I love Overwatch so much. And I know I find a way to sneak in Overwatch maybe in every 3 to 4 episodes, and that's weird because I only have 11 episodes as of this date. But I really do love Overwatch because it's so inclusive. The latest character dropped, Myra. She's Irish. She's a androgynous David Bowie looking redhead that's a healer. She can shoot these little orbs that heal or decay, and she doesn't have any guns, but she just can either heal you with her left hand or decay you with her right. And I think she's my favorite character. Now, I'm normally a diva main on Overwatch. Anybody that knows me, Kiki Furia, that's my homegirl. We have to kind of like flip a coin to see who gets to be diva first. I'm a huge diva main, but I'm loving Myra as my new main. You know, and it was really cool because I didn't think I'd be like my other main if I had to say behind diva, probably be Lucio or Sombra. I was pretty good with those, but Myra's definitely like my mainstay. I can work this way. I'm not that good with her on it. Like she's really good in certain maps. I prefer her on defend, not necessarily attack. But she's good at kind of clearing a path with if you need to move a payload. You can just put that biotic orb out there for the decay. Man, I'm losing like half of y'all on this shit. I'm nerding the fuck out right now. But that biotic decay orb can kind of clear a path for you, and it just gets you a lot of kills. Like I've gone on I got a 22 kill streak with Myra, so she's immediately one of my new favorite characters, and I've just been I've been using her in competitive play. And at first I was using her in quick play, and I don't necessarily like quick play because sometimes you don't know what you're getting. You're playing with people that are still experimenting, trying to perfect a certain character. But with competitive play, people know that their ranking is on the line, so they take it a little bit more seriously. So I started playing with Myra competitively, and I'm doing okay. You know I could be doing better with Diva as my main and contribute more. But, you know, being patient with Myra, I love it. I love the character. Love the character. The other character I love was Chance the Rapper on Saturday Night Live. Did y'all see this shit? Not every single sketch that he was in was a hit, but man, there was the one where he did Steve Harvey's Family Feud. You need to check that out. And then there's another one that he fills in as a hockey announcer. He fills in for a person that was on one of their main announcer was out for the night. And so he plays a character named Laszlo Holmes. Laszlo Holmes is I feel like that's the Lando Calrissian of 2017. And but he plays this character Laszlo Holmes at a hockey game. He's normally the Knicks announcer, the New York Knicks for basketball, and he's normally their main announcer. But he's filling in a hockey game, and I love this because I am a black hockey fan. I love hockey. I grew up loving the LA Kings. I still love the LA Kings when Gretzky came over from the Edmonton Oilers, and so hockey's my jam. I've drank beer out the Stanley Cup, which is a great story that I'll tell you guys another time on this podcast. I've had pictures with the Stanley Cup. I've drank a beer out of the Stanley Cup. I've partied with the Stanley Cup. And so it was just really fun to hear it because yes, when you see a black guy talking about hockey, people are gonna have questions. Sadly enough, they're just like, well, wait, don't you like the other sport where, you know, the black guys take a knee and then throw the ball down the field? Or don't you like the other sport where the black guys put the orange thing into the peach basket? No, I like hockey too. Sports are for everybody. I like competitive shit, you know? So do yourself a favor. Check out the Chance the Rapper episode. Man, I'm drinking. I'm chatty on this episode. I'm feeling good. Hold on. I got people on that. I got a lot of questions, so I'm going to bring those up immediately on this show. There's a lot of questions that I got to get to. So let's get to those questions. Let's see. Holy shit. We got a lot of questions. Hold on. I gotta pause this. Okay. So I got your questions. Let's see what y'all got for me. Michael asks, do you know how to swing dance? Terribly. Yes, the answer is yes. And no. Backstory, my mom put me in like an early etiquette class when I was a kid, and they taught us how to do a couple ballroom dances, you know, the waltz, and I couldn't tango or foxtrot or anything like that, but I learned how to waltz a little bit, and I learned how to swing dance. And I like swing dancing, but swing dancing scares the shit out of me because it's just, all it is just total disregard for a woman's body put to music. You know, like you just twirl them around and throw them in the air, catch them, and then it's just terrifying to me. I'll still do it because I like to dance, but holy shit, it's just terrifying. Like I've seen some people do it all, you know, professionally or competitively, and it just scares me because they're flipping, and I'm like, I'm just concerned about this woman, you know, and how she's gonna land and her ankles, and is this gentleman like going to be able to catch her? There's a lot of questions that I personally have. Let's see. Courtney asks. Yeah. Oh, Courtney has two questions. He's doubling down. First question. I'm considering going to Salt Lake Comic-Con. What should I do after checking into my hotel? Second question would be, if I brought barbecue with me, you and the few of the Geek Show would like to come and try it? Courtney, here's the answer to both of those questions. First question. I'm considering coming to Salt Lake Comic-Con. Do it. It's great. I believe you're coming from Texas, right? If you're Salt Lake Comic-Con, it is honestly a great con. Yes, I know they're going through the legal matters right now in the legal battle of San Diego Comic-Con, but it's a great con. It's very inclusive. It's the community of it. It's just very fan driven. Yes, it can be a bit of a clusterfuck with all the people, but every con is. And honestly, I feel like it'd be worth it. And after you're done checking in your hotel, because you're going to stay at the Hotel Monaco, because Geek Show gets you a nice deal on that. Hashtag thanks, Jimmy. You know, but if you do stay at the Hotel Monaco, which is cat corner right across from the Salt Lake Convention Center, you'll see it's great. It's optimized for drinking and staggering. It's the best. Do it. So, and if you brought me some barbecue, I'm not the biggest barbecue fan, but based off from where you're coming from, yeah, if you bring some barbecue, I'm eating it, frankly. But yeah, if you're coming from, I believe you're coming from Texas, Courtney, and if you're coming from Texas to Salt Lake, that's a quick hop, skip, and a jump. It's a Delta hub, so think about that. Delta and JetBlue, I would come out that way and just do it that way. So, and Courtney, I see your third question. How was my Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was fantastic. I had a tofurkey. I took holiday pictures. I had beautiful women around me, and I had a lot of alcohol. I couldn't ask for anything more. It was great. So, yeah, that's the answer to your questions. Mike Tui, my boy Tui, one of the owners of Watchtower Cafe. He says, was the awful Frozen short put before Pixar's Coco by the Suits to get white people into the theater to see a movie about Mexicans? I'm not going to say right on the nose, but I'm going to say look at your nostril. Okay? Okay? You pick it up when I'm laying down, player? Huh? What? What's that? You did pick up what I was laying down? Oh, because I put it down because it's heavy as hell. Okay? You feel me, bro? I'm not saying right on the nose, but it's near the nostril. You feel me? Okay. Let's see. Chris asks, serious question. Thanksgiving meat, ham or turkey? Well, this year I did have a tofurkey, and it was great. It was delicious. You cook that shit right, I'll eat it. If I had to prefer though, if you given this question, ham or turkey, I'm gonna go with turkey because I like my gains. I like my 37 grams of protein in each fucking serving. Okay, I have a high protein diet. I'm trying to maintain and keep lean muscle mass. So yes, I'm gonna go turkey. I love ham. Just I'll fuck with my turkey. Randy asks, what would you say every new comic needs to know when starting their career? This is a very good question. Every new comedian every new comic, and there is a difference. You know, the reason why I say that is because I say there's a great quote by Chris Spencer, a great comedian, and he says, "A comic says funny things. A comedian makes things funny." So there is a difference, and the reason why I say comic, comedian, I consider myself a comedian because I do taxes for this shit. Like, so that's the main reason why I consider myself a comedian. I'm still a comic. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a comic, but I do taxes for shit. So I'm not saying that as a humble brag. Like, if you ain't fucking with taxes, if you don't put comedian in your TurboTax, guess what? You ain't no fuck. No, work on it. But my advice to every new comic needs is be yourself. Be your fucking self. Everyone wants to be the next Bill Burr, even Louis, even after everything that happened. Everyone wants to be the new Sarah Silverman, Lisa Lampanelli, Kevin Hart, all that shit. Just be you. When I was starting out, I wanted to be like a combination of Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, and Wayne Brady. Real shit. Like, real shit, because Dave Chappelle he's a very laid back kind of guy. Kevin Hart was very high energy. And then Wayne Brady was just likable by white people and it got daytime Emmys. But like me, I feel that I am an amalgam of those three, but just in a different way. And I just have to be myself. Those characters have influenced me. Martin Lawrence as well as influenced me. Sam Kinison has influenced me. Jim Carrey has influenced me. So there's all these different, but at the end of the day, just be yourself and write stories that are personal to you. Because we live in an age that right now there's so many current events that you could just tweet it and it gets lost in the crowd because somebody else tweeted the exact same thing. Everyone's got a joke about O.J. Simpson or Tiger Woods or whatever. But if you have a joke that's personable to you, you know, that can tell your story and the way you can be authentic on stage, do that. Because, you know, and just be humble and stay hungry. That would be my advice to you. So I don't know. Does that suffice? Does that suffice for you guys? Do I got a good episode now? You know? And but yeah, I got a couple shows coming up. December 21st, I'll be back in Salt Lake City. We're doing a charity show at the Green Pig where we normally do karaoke. There will be karaoke immediately following this show on a Thursday. It's going to have me hosting it. All proceeds go to charity. I'll have more information for you guys on that later this week. And also, I believe every Thursday I will be on ESPN 700 with my good friend Eve, who works at the Green Pig as well. And we'll be talking about sports, booze, and sports and booze. Yeah. So Come check it out, you boozers. And then let's see. It's not too late. I've got some holiday parties booked up, but I still got a few dates left. So if you want to contact me to perform for your company party or your Christmas party or whatever, I could do clean, PG-13, rated R, or whatever you guys want. I can do that. And then most importantly, December 23rd. December 23rd. Bruh Lit fam, are you listening right now? December 23rd, I will be back in Salt Lake City to perform at Wise Guys. Downtown. If you missed me in Jordan, Atlanta, you will see me downtown Salt Lake City at the Wise Guys there. If you want half off your admission, use the promo code #BruhLitFam. And if that's specifically for my IVM listeners. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm seriously thankful for you guys just for listening. And I truly give thanks. I hope that you guys have a great holiday season. Let's get into it. And don't disrespect the Mac. Shit. Peace.